Every day, the people of Hope College are
leading,
discovering,
believing,
dreaming,
pursuing,
serving,
innovating,
exploring,
creating,
collaborating,
questioning,
curing.
We are finding new ways to do old things.
We are challenging the status quo
and building a legacy.
We are pursuing truth.
We are solving tomorrow's problems today.
We are thinking globally.
We are faithfully hoping.
We are celebrating victories.
This day and every day.
We are strengthened by our faith,
Bound by a shared commitment to building community.
And dedicated to providing our students with a world-class liberal arts education.
faithful,
Welcoming, transformational.
This is Hope College.
We've intentionally never had minimum account sizes. Our philosophy has always been if you're willing to put in the work and we'll collaborate and we set the plan in place and you're willing to go along with this plan and to put forth effort to this plan, we're happy to work with you. It's what we love to do. And so we have people coming in from the very starting point all the way to, to the wealthy people. It's all different scenarios. Financial planning is not just for the wealthy.
Can you hear me? Matt, can you hear me?
Despite the circumstances.
When you're more than a manager, you're not just saying, "Wow, you came in. Thanks for coming in," and this is what your investment did. It's so much more than that. There's so much more going on in their lives than just these investments, and it's good to understand that totality, so that you can say, "Well, I know there's a better way of doing this," or "I have a resource. I know, there's some other resources that we can help you with here." So it's not just financial planning. It's serving people. It's serving people and loving on people, and that's very joyful.
At Lorence Vander Zwart, we're interested in the history of our community. When 26-year-old jeweler Jacob Raven came to Holland in 1889, the northwest corner of 8th Street and River Avenue was already home to the thriving Holland City State Bank. Raven told bank personnel that he wanted to build a clock above the bank to keep the town on time, and it wouldn't cost them a cent. True to his word, Raven raised the funds with donations from merchants and local factories. High above the city streets, the tower was completed in 1892. Holland's clock tower still ticks high above 8th Street, watching over a town that still loves to run on time. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lorence Vander Zwart, interested in our history, invested in our future.
Thompson.
At the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that
All right, now here are the players and lineups for tonight's match. First, playing for the visiting Comets of Olivet College. Number 1, Madison Chubb. Number 3, Jordan Emelander. Number 5, Kaya McEwen. Number 6, Jill Arns. Number 9, Logan Allen. Number 10, Skyly Belgrave. Number 12, Madison Floria. Number 15, Emily Keeler. Number 18, McKenna Slack. Number 23, Jessica Pizzamenti. And now starting for Olivet, a 5'10 senior from Whitmore Lake, number 2, Audrey Lama. A 5'5 junior from Coldwater, number 4, Drew Mullen. A 5'9 freshman from Tecumseh, number 7, Morgan Dillon. A 5'6 senior from Kalamazoo, number 8, Mia Parker. A 5'9 freshman from Fowlerville, number 16, Olivia Dufour. A 5'6 sophomore from Farwell, number 19, Kennedy Blackburn. And a 6'3 sophomore from Charlevoix, number 22, Ellie Lulil. Comets are coached by head coach Megan Merchant. She's assisted by Christina Davis and Jeff Henson. And now for your Hope College Flying Dutch. Number 1, Gracie Gorsline. Number 2, Sasha Poland. Number 3, Grace Pettinger. Number 8, Macy Kyers. Number 9, Emily Lafnier. Number 10, Liz Cutlip. Number 13, Tracy Westra. And now starting for your Flying Dutch, a 5'10 junior from Grand Rapids, number 4, Anna Grunwald. A 5'6 freshman from Holland, Maggie Warmeyer. A 5'11 sophomore from Spring Lake, number 6, Jenna Core. A 6' junior from Wheaton, Illinois, number 11, McKenna Otto. The 6' sophomore from Grosse Pointe Farms, number 12, Charlotte Breck. The 5'9 senior from East Lansing, number 14, Adair Cutler. And a 5'11 senior from Coopersville, number 16, Rose Thompson. Flying Dutch are coached by head coach Becky Schmidt. She's assisted by Kylie Block and Carrie LaHockey. Your officials tonight are Nathaniel Vandermeer, Gretchen Galloway, Allison Hirabuda, and Brian Hirabuda.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another evening of Hope College Volleyball. I am Scott Vander Stoop. I am seated 6 feet away from Mr. Zach Thies as we are pleased to bring you more Hope College Flying Dutch action. We had a great time on Monday, Zach, and you don't want to take anything for granted, but you have to like what the Dutch might be looking for tonight after a very, very tough Albion match on Monday.
Yeah, it was a very tough Albion match. Albion gave Hope a run for their money in the third and fourth set. So let's see if Olivet can do the same today, even though that they're 0-6 on the year. Olivet can play spoiler today and maybe upset Hope for their first loss.
Hope comes into the match undefeated with 5 wins against no defeats. They have had a couple of delays that are COVID related, and they will play again on Friday at Van Ord Arena against their nationally ranked rival, the Calvin Knights. But tonight, on the minds of the Dutch, are the Comets of Olivet. Olivet will serve first, and we are underway in set 1. The first attack of the night goes to Anna Grunwald, and she slices it hard across from the left side, and Hope has the first point of the night.
I love how Hope went right to Anna Grunwald. for the first point. She was absolutely huge for the Dutch on Monday, and they went right to her to start today's match against Olivet.
Grace Pettinger subbing in. She will play across the back row. The setter for Olivet finds their outside hitter, Olivia Dufour, and they get the ball back, and we are tied at 1.
Olivia is a player that you're going to want to watch out for. Olivia, she is second for Olivet in kills, only behind Audrey Lama.
The libero Drew Mullen to serve. First attack is played by Olivet. This is Olivia Dufour, played in the back row. Rose Thompson from the right side, just deep. Point Olivet. Rose, one of 2 seniors this evening, got introduced before the game. We're very proud of Rose. She is kind of has a special place in our heart because she often will sit here for women's and men's basketball games when she's not playing volleyball. Here's the attack by Grunwald from the middle. It is blocked. Grunwald moves over to the left side, and she finds a spot as she wiggles it behind Kennedy Blackburn. She came with the power first. It didn't work. Then she came with the softer touch. 2-all. From the left side of the court, Anna Grunwald will send her serve right in the middle, and there's no answer for it as it finds a spot. She was tough on the serve on Monday as well.
She had 3 aces on Monday, and that is her 8th ace of the season, tying the record right there.
Back row attack by the libero Mullen. Set by Tracy Westra, who's into the match. She finds McKenna Otto, and it's 4-2 Hope.
McKenna Otto loves that roll shot, and every time it goes to that, she seems like she converts.
Grunwald again with the serve. Blackburn with the serve. Tap over is played. Westra with a set attack, and she finds a spot in the deep left corner. A left-handed setter is worth her weight in gold, as when she goes for the jump set, you don't know whether she'll set or attack, and Tracy Westra is as good as anybody. Grunwald finds a spot on the back line. It's 6-2 Hope.
That is already her 2nd ace, and now she's a leading ace for this Hope team with 9.
This one's a jump float. Blackburn with the set. Right side attack by Louise is sent back by Rose Thompson, and it's 7-2 Hope. Hope had a lot of runs against Albion on Monday, but Albion had answers. We'll see if the Comets can do it. That is the right side hitter, Elle Luzelle, and she finds a spot on the floor. Olivet gets the point back. They will serve. 7-3 Hope.
What a great response by LaSalle. Her first shot was black, but she sent that one home.
To serve for the Comets is Jill Ahrens. She's a sophomore DS from Grant, just up the road from us in Newaygo County. Rose Thompson from 12 feet. It's played by Olivet. They'll go with a back row attack. That is Dufour. Here is a runner by McKenna Otto. She manages to get it over, and Olivet does a nice job of playing it. Westra to Thompson on the left side. It's played. Dufour will try to answer, and she gets it through the block, but it's answered by Pettinger. And it looks like we got a net violation as the ball just kind of skimmed away. Nice point by Olivet. They trail 7-4.
Nice little response here from Olivet. Being down 7-2, they get a couple of points, and now it's back to 7-4.
Otto with the slide, and she has to spin it a little bit. She didn't have a lot of power on it. The timing wasn't perfect, but McKenna found a way, 8-4.
It always seems like McKenna Otto is very good at adjusting her speed.
Rose Thompson with the left-handed serve from the right side of the court, and it's going to be played by the libero. Outside is Dufour, played by Grunwald. McKenna Otto on the slide. It's played, but it hits the antenna on the way up from the dig, and it is 9-4 Hope. Thompson back to serve again. playing potentially her last match at DeVos, depending on how the tournament seeding goes and who plays when. In the world of COVID, you just don't always know. Dufour with a push, but it goes wide. 10-4.
It would be so much fun to watch Hope versus Kelvin on this court, especially when both teams are ranked in the top 20.
We got a timeout. It's 10-4 Hope. We will be back in, let's go, 30 seconds. This is Hope Volleyball. Welcome back. We are off to an early successful start by the Hope College Dutch. They lead 10-4 against Olivet. Olivet took a timeout to try to stem the tide. Hope returning to the court. Olivet still in their team huddle, led by head coach Megan Merchant. And we will return with a Rose Thompson serve.
Let's see how Olivet responds. Albion went down big early, but they came back with their response on Monday. So let's see if the Comets can get a little response back here.
Thompson. It's going to be Dufour from the left side, and she finds a lay. She didn't hit it hard, but she's wiggled it between the block and the pin. It's 10-5. Nice play. This is Dufour, who will go back to serve. She's a first-year student from Fowlerville, right there on I-96, and that is Jenna Core with the attack and the kill. Lots of bodies there, and I couldn't quite see it. Good job by Jenna. And here comes McKenna Otto. She'll drop back to serve. Now the setter is Belgraf for Olivet. That attack is played. Jenna Core played. Middle attack, that's Audrey Lama, the leading hitter on the team for Olivet. She's played, and we get a middle attack by, I believe that was Charlotte Breck. 12-5. Otto. Back set goes to Lama. Westra goes to Breck for a quick hitter kill with lots of power.
It's awesome seeing some of these other volleyball players on Hope stepping up. You expect to see Otto, Grunwald, even Westra step up, but it's awesome to see Breck and Core making big plays early on in this game.
There's a slide by Charlotte Breck for 2 points in a row. The first one was fast, that one was slower, but the power was the same. 14-5, Hope with a big lead. Here's Otto. Right in the middle of the court, perfect spot. And it was a laser, and it had topspin, and it dropped too fast. 15-5.
What a serve by Otto.
That one's played. They're going to have to rally it over on a free ball by Ahrens. Set to the outside by Core. It's blocked and controlled. That's Jordan Emmelander. That one's played. Back row attack by Grunwald from 15 feet off the net. Here's Emmelander again. It is blocked, but it goes out of bounds, and it will be Hope's point. 16-5. McKenna Otto back at it from the left side. It's going to be free-balled over by Lama. Charlotte Breck again. She finds a spot. 17-5.
Breck is showing up early and often, and she's been absolutely dominant in this first set, and it looks like Olivet will have their second timeout.
It's a good rotation for Hope. It's 17-5. We're going to take 30 seconds. Let's hear from Lorence Vander Zwart. We'll be back.
Intentionally never had minimum account sizes. Our philosophy has always been if you're willing to put in the work and we'll collaborate and we set the plan in place and you're willing to go along with this plan and to put forth effort to this plan, we're happy to work with you. It's what we love to do. And so we have people coming in from the very starting point all the way to to the wealthy people. It's all different scenarios. Financial planning is not just for the wealthy.
It's really hard to thank Lorence and Vander Zwart enough. They really help with lots of things. Lots of our work is volunteer, but we do like to pay our students a little bit, and we have lots of equipment costs. We have lots of replacement costs, and we're just very grateful for them and their financial support, particularly in this season where this is the way that people are watching Hope Sports, and we're grateful that you have joined us. Here's Sasha Poland into the game, and she delivers an ace. Sasha doesn't get any time to warm up, but the 5'4" junior from Norton Shores found a spot. 18-5 Hope.
I love seeing that reaction from the other Hope players. They were really excited for her teammate.
That's an overpass, but Olivet's going to be able to play the dig, but they can't quite pancake it up and keep it alive, and it will be another point for Hope, 19-5. Sasha Poland subbed in for McKenna Otto to get some opportunities here, and she is not disappointing. Here's the set from Belgraf. Outside attack by Emma Lander. It's going to come up a little short. She's a junior from Shepherd, Michigan. Poland serving at 22-5. There's the right-hander serve, a rocket in the middle of the court. It's played by Olivet, troubled by Hope. It will be hit, attacked by Core, who finds a spot along the side. And the dig is ricocheted wide, 21-5.
Core's played very well so far in this game. She made a couple of huge points in the game against Albion on Monday, and she's really started to step up in this game.
Sasha Poland getting her money's worth on the serve. She's doing great. Now she's going to set it on the second contact to Core, who will send it. There's the set on the right side. That goes to Lama. That is played. Back row attack by Grunwald. And look at Audrey Lama was waiting with a single block. She sends it back. Great play. Point Olivet, 21-6.
Yeah, what a play by Lama. You don't really see a lot of times where Anna Grunwald's back attack is stopped because she's so powerful with it, but what a play by Lama to get that block.
Emily Keeler with the serve. There's Jenna Core with a hard attack. It's played. It's going to go to Emma Lander. Westra with the second contact, sends it over to Core, who tips. It's played. They go middle with a tip, and that's Jordan Dillon, but it's dug by Hope. They'll go outside this time to Emmelander, tipped, and it finds a spot. Nice play by Jordan Emmelander. 21-7. Here is Emily Keeler with the serve. Sasha Poland gets it to Weirmeyer. Sent over by Core. Nice attack by Emmelander. She tried to get it up and over the block. She did, but in so doing, she had to go just a little deep. Westra will go out. Adair, the second setter, will come in. The Hope Flying Dutch with their modified 5-1 attack. They use two setters, Westra in the front and Adair in the back. And here she goes with the serve. She had a great serving evening on Monday. That ball's sent over on a free ball by Olivet, and there is, you guessed it, Charlotte Breck. This is a good rotation. We scored a lot of points in a row, and we have not been able, Olivet has not been able to rotate Hope out of it, so it's 23-7. Cutler chased down by the setter. Attack is Emmelander. Back set is Core, who's now on the right side. It's played by Olivet. Here's Cutler to the outside of Grunwald. She pushes it. Smart play by Anna Grunwald. She knew the power wouldn't be as successful. She saw the court super well, and she found a spot in the deep corner. 24-7 set point.
Yeah, what a great shot, especially for accuracy. She really sucked it at the back end of the corner, which caused Olivet some major problems.
Morgan Dillon's shot is blocked. Olivet trying to retrieve it back, but they're not able to get it. Set one goes to Hope, 25-7. The Dutch are on a roll. There's a 3-minute break coming up. We will take it, and we will be back with set two. Thank you for joining us for Hope College Volleyball.
At Lorence and Vander Zwart, we are interested in the history of our community. The early Dutch settlers knew that in order for the tiny Holland community to flourish, they were going to need the shipping industry to stop by. So they began digging the channel, without help from the government, all by themselves. The dream of a real lighthouse was realized in 1936, when it switched on its big light for the very first time. The ships came. The lighthouse became an icon. And the ambition and hard work of those early settlers continues to bless our community to this day. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lorence and Vander Zwart, interested in our history, invested in our future.
Every day, the people of Hope College are
leading,
discovering,
Believing.
dreaming,
pursuing,
serving,
Innovating.
Exploring.
Creating.
Collaborating.
questioning,
curing.
We are finding new ways to do old things.
We are challenging the status quo.
And building a legacy.
we are pursuing truth.
We are solving tomorrow's problems today.
We are thinking globally.
We are faithfully hoping.
We are celebrating victories.
This day and every day.
We are strengthened by our faith.
Bound by a shared commitment to building community.
And dedicated to providing our students with a world-class liberal arts education.
Faithful.
Welcoming. Transformational.
This is Hope College.
We've intentionally never had minimum account sizes. Our philosophy has always been, if you're willing to put in the work and we'll collaborate and we set the plan in place and you're willing to go along with this plan and to put forth effort to this plan, we're happy to work with you. It's what we love to do. And so we have people coming in from the very starting point all the way to, to the wealthy people. It's all different scenarios. Financial planning is not just for the wealthy.
Spots. I love the Hope spot. I love the LVZ spot. They're great. And also, Hope College Volleyball is great. That's all I have to say, because there's no action. But once there gets to be action, we're going to tell you all about it. I'm Scott Vanderstoop, along with Zach Thies, and Hope rolled 25-7 in set one. And they went on a run, and and Olivet didn't have an answer like Albion did on Monday.
Yeah, it was really tough for Olivet to get going, especially when Hope is on the serve 95% of the time, which it kind of felt like when in the first set. So if you're Olivet, you're going to have to clean up on your side and not have those mistakes like they did in the first set, and you're going to have to convert on opportunities, which they didn't do overall too well.
The first attack attempt goes to Olivia Dufour, but it ricochets off the net tape and goes wide. Adair Cutler will serve again. It's 1-0. Lineup's a little different. We've got Macy Kyers, a freshman outside hitter, 5'11". She's the hometown kid, the other West Ottawa Panther on this team, along with Maggie Weirmeyer. There's Charlotte Breck with a quick hitter in the 5-hole. 2-0.
Breck has been absolutely huge for this Hope team, and one thing that's kind of fun to watch, especially on a day like today, is getting to see a bunch of these players that might not get to play a ton of minutes on varsity, but you get to see them play today.
Tried to connect Cutler to Breck that time, and timing was not quite there. That ball will go back to Olivet. 2-1, they will have the serve. Emily Keeler will sub in to serve. She's a freshman from Albion, Michigan, attended Springport High School. She sends her jump float over. It's played by Breck to Cutler. Outside it goes to Kyers, just a little deep. Her first attack attempt of the night. She's got the nerves out now. 2-all. Middle to Breck. It's deflected on the block, but it finds a spot on the floor. Another point for Charlotte Breck. 3-2.
Hope is definitely going to Breck very often, and it's been successful because of how quick she can get her shot over the net.
West Ottawa Panthers are well represented on this team. Anna Grunwald finds one in the middle. It's 3-2. Not to be too self-absorbed, but there's been a Panther on this team ever since 2019. Weirmeyer and Kyers. Prior to that, it was Katie Rietberg, and prior to that, it was someone named Amy. I think her last name was Vanderstoop. West Ottawa, well represented in Hope's program. There's another chance by Weirmeyer to take a serve. They lead 5-2, right over the net tape, and mishandled on the set. 6-2. Weirmeyer to continue her serve run.
If you're Olivet and you want to win this set, you just can't make that mistake.
Another one. Comes hard with the topspin. Outside attack, and they find a spot. That's their leading scorer, Audrey Lama, the senior from Whitmore Lake.
Yeah, Audrey is, like you said, Mr. Vanderstoop, Audrey is the points leader, and she's also the kills leader for this Olivet team. So every time they need a big point, it looks like they go to Lama.
Mr. Vanderstoop, who's that? There's Rose Thompson, but it's double blocked. Played by Olivet. Kill attempt by Dufour. I thought it might have been 4 hits, but they play on. And it's Cutler to Breck, and Breck switching up, throwing a little change up there. You're used to the fastball, and she sends a little off-speed stuff, finds the spot. 7-3. Grunwald will drop back to serve. And with some of the substitutions, Coach Schmidt wanting to make sure that they have the lineup set. Nothing worse than losing a point to the wrong lineup, and they figured it out. Down official Gretchen Galloway, who is one of the nation's best. She's had a national championship at one point in her career. She figured it out. We're right. Pettinger in for Grunwald. And the ball is blocked by Hope on the Lama attack attempt. Point Hope, 8-3. Pettinger will continue to serve. Hope finding lots of ways to score tonight. Deep serve, and it's smartly played by Olivet. But here's an attempt from the right side. It's Rose, and it's blocked well by Olivia Dufour. Point Olivet, 8-4. Jill Ahrens is going to come back in to play her back row. And she will start by serving. Nice serve. Played by Rose. Attacked by McKenna Otto, who's back in the game. Playing the front row. She picks up a point. The block deflected, but Olivet couldn't play it. More substitutions. It will be the Westra Cutler substitution, which we expect front row, back row. And then we've also got Liz Cutlip, a junior from Middleville. A 5'7" DS. And she was so excited. that we weren't quite ready. We didn't have a whistle to go, so Liz gets to serve again. 9-4. Nice serve. Played by Olivet. Trying to cross-court it is Audrey Lama, but she sends it wide. It's 10-4. Cutlip to serve again.
Let's see if the Comets can get a response here to narrow down this lead.
Top spin serve. Struggle to get the second contact. They have to chase it down. Free ball sent over by the libero. Rose from the outside, and she finds a spot. The left-hander comes from the left side, and it's 11-4.
That top spin serve really seems like it's giving Olivet some real problems. But what a shot by Rose Thompson.
There's another topper. Cutlip doing well serving. Back set goes to Lama. There's the go-to. She happens to be in that spot in the serve rotation, but she can't find it. Outside attempt by Ahrens. There's Lama. Nice hit, but it's played, and it's McKenna Otto on a quick hitter from Westra. Too many weapons. 12-4 Hope.
What great defense by this Hope team. They got 3 blocks there, and then once they got the ball back, it was McKenna Otto that sent it right back home.
And Gretchen Galloway doing a little consultation with the libero tracker Kennedy Schoonveld and the seated umpire today to make sure that everybody is where they should be. I've been a game official for a lot of my adult life, but I would think if you did volleyball, that would be the absolute hardest part, to make sure everyone stayed in the right spot. And that's one of the reasons I don't officiate volleyball. But we get the okay, and our up official, Mr. Vandermeer, whistles the serve forward, and it's going to be Cutlip again, but she sends it just a little deep.
Points, Olivet.
12-5. The libero Drew Mullen to serve. She's a junior from Coldwater. Right on US 12. Rose Thompson with the left-handed touch. It's played by Olivet. The Olivet attack is played. Rose Thompson with a little power, and this time she ricochets it off the block, but Olivet puts it back down. Great point by the Comets, 12-6. Hope leads.
Yeah, Olivet's done a little better this set on the defensive side, especially getting the black up, and that was just another example of Olivet getting that black and it leading to their point.
McKenna Otto with a long arm extension. Played well by Hope. Nice attempt by Mia Parker, but it sails just wide. She did a good job of getting it up and over the block, but couldn't get it down inside the line. 13-6, Hope leads. Rose Thompson comes back to serve. In the middle of the court, chased down by the setter. Attacked by Parker, played by Hope. Westra to Jenna Core with a nice little touch. She knew the timing wasn't there. She saw a setter there, and with her left hand, it finds a way, and I take that back. That is Macy Kyers. It looked like a 6. It was really an 8. Macy Kyers with a smart play for the freshman. Here's a tap by Dillon that's played, chased down by Lestra, and we have a back row attack, as I think that it was either Liz Cutlip or McKenna Otto was inside the 10-foot line and left her feet as she attacked. 14-7. Here's Kennedy Blackburn to serve for Olivet. Back set goes to Otto, and off the one-person block, it ricochets long. Hope picks up another point. Anna Grunwald will come in for Pettinger.
Something Olivet might want to consider doing is, if they can, try to get both blockers up, because it looks like every time that they only have one blocker up, Hope converts, but when they have two, it gives Hope a little bit more problems.
Morgan Dillon with a nice play. Freshman from Tecumseh.
Olivet seems a little bit more comfortable in the second set. They have a lot more confidence, and it's showing.
Anna Grunwald with a rocket, and it ricochets off of the libero Mullins' hand, and it's 16-8. Charlotte Breck will come into the front, in the middle, and Cutler will go back for Westra. And there's Cutler's serve. The set by Blackburn. Elle Luzelle with a left-handed attack from the right side. That goes deep. 17-8. Cutler again. To Blackburn. Back to Luzelle, and she finds a spot. Olivet.
Great adjustment there by LaSalle. Her first shot was a little too strong, so she took off a little bit of power in her second shot, and it finds the back of the line.
This is Emily Keeler with a short float. Tough for Hope to handle. Good serve. Grunwald with a cross court. Chased down by Olivet. Is going to be a free ball over. Not quite. Oh, a point to Hope. 18-9.
Great defensive play there by Olivet, but just another mistake where you see that they didn't get the ball over the net on the third to hit. And if you're Olivet, you can't really have those mistakes if you want to get back into this game.
Here's Maggie Weirmeyer. Outside, it goes to Lama. There's a quickie from Cutler to Breck. And Charlotte Breck is good on those quick sets right in the middle. And yet another point. This is a tough rotation for Olivet to get out of. 19-9. Good serve by Weirmeyer. Right side attack by Lucelle is played. Right side attack by Thompson. Nice little play. And Lucelle just pushes it over with two hands in a setting fashion. And she finds a way to dribble it inside the blockers for Hope, who did not penetrate quickly enough. Point by Olivet. 19-10. Hope leads.
Yeah, that was a big point for Olivet, trying to get this Hope team out of their rotation, because the rotation of Cutler and Breck has really been hurting this Olivet team, especially because of their communication and how quickly Breck can get that shot off.
There's Rose Thompson from the outside position in the serve receive. It's played a nice set and attack. That's Olivia Dufour. We haven't heard from her in this set, and she picks up a really nice attack and a kill. It's 19-11 Hope. Madison Chubb is serving her second point of this rotation. She's a sophomore from Hazlitt, and she tries to sneak it down the right side, and it goes just out. Point to Hope. 20-11. Anna Grunwald drops back to serve from her favorite left side location. Chased down by their setter. It's Dufour who sends it over. It's played by Hope. Right side where Rose Thompson does her best work. With that left hand, it's 21-11.
Rose Thompson is dominant on that right side, especially with her left hand. It always looks like she always finds the opposite side of the court, and which is a real problem for any team.
Tough cut shot, tough cross-court attack by Rose. It was really good. In the middle, it's McKenna Otto. She had been quiet, but you can't keep her quiet for very long. She picks up a kill, 22-11.
Yeah.
Anna Grunwald with another serve. This is Audrey Lama, and nice play by Olivet. Lama picks up another kill. It's 22-12. Jill Ahrens will come and play her back row rotations and start with serving.
Jill Ahrens serving.
Rose Thompson picks up her outside attack. It's played by Olivet. They'll go middle to Lama, and it's blocked, but there was no contact. It hit the net tape, so they'll go with 4 contacts, 23-12. And Westra in for Cutler, and Liz Cutler will go back to serve. Deep serve, tough serve, has to be chased down by Olivet. Free ball over by Parker. Back set to McKenna Otto on the slide. And Otto getting some good opportunities in this rotation, 24-12.
McKenna Otto loves that roll shot. It seems like every time she does it, she converts.
Here's set point. Served by Cutlet. Sent over as a free ball by the libero, but it didn't work, 25-12. Hope off to a quick 2-0 lead. We have reached a point where we're going to take a little break. Please don't go away. We'd love to bring this, what we hope will be the final set of the night. Hope on a roll, 2-0. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes.
My 32 years, I can look back at clients and realize that when I started with them in my mid-30s, I was one of many professionals in their life. But since then, their doctors retired, their attorneys retired, their ministers retired, all the key people in their life retired, but we're still there. And over time, we end up being very, very close to our clients. It's very hard to talk about your financial history without talking about your family history. We get to know it, we keep it confidential, and you can't help but begin to love these people.
At Lorence Vander Zwart, we are interested in the history of our community. This farm once belonged to Albertus Van Raalte, founding father of the city of Holland. And this house, built by his son Ben in 1872, has been known through the years as the Maples, due to the large trees in the front yard planted by Van Raalte himself. These trees stand today because of the industry and vision of Albertus Van Raalte. Today, the DeGraff Nature Center taps the maples and demonstrates how maple syrup was made centuries ago. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lorence and Vander Zwart, interested in our history, invested in our
Hope College having a lot of fun here tonight at the DeVos Fieldhouse. We are getting ready to start set 3. Everyone at Hope having lots of success. We've got Charlotte Breck leading everybody with 10 kills and an .818 hitting percentage. McKenna Otto with 7. Anna Grunwald with 5, and Jenna Core and Rose Thompson with 2 each. Macy Kyers, Tracy Wester getting into the action, and we are set to start set 3. The first one goes, to Charlotte Breck from the middle position. Free ball over is played by Hope. Anna Grunwald, there she is. This is how the match started. This is how set 3 started. It's 1-0 Hope.
Hope loves to go to Anna Grunwald early and often, and even though she hasn't been one of the main pieces like she usually is in this game, Anna Grunwald is always able and capable of scoring a big point for Hope, and she's done that to start out the first and the third set.
Emily Laffner starts set 3. She serves. Terrific serve. It's played by Olivet. She's first contact, overpass, and it goes to Hope. Goes to Olivet. And it is Emily Dufour with the answer, 1-1. So starting set 3 is Emily Laffner, a junior outside from Goodrich, Michigan. And I think the rest of the lineup is the same. As they change, we will certainly let you know. There's the set from Cutler to Grunwald off of 2 blocks, played by Olivet. Back set goes to Lozelle, and nice dig up by Otto. Grunwald sends it over. Middle goes to Lama, and it's played. There's a joust at the net, and it'll be Olivet's chance. They'll go outside to Dufour, and pancaked up by Grunwald. The ball stays alive. A little set attack by Kennedy Blackbird. What a point. But what a play by Grunwald to pancake that ball up and keep it alive.
What a great play by both teams. You had 2 really good digs by Anna Grunwald and Otto, but great response by Olivet to get the point.
And here's a tricky little play by Charlotte Breck. Wasn't the best timing in the world, but creative volleyball player that she is, she found a way, and it's going to go point Hope. 10-10. You're used to Breck bringing power, but in that case, she didn't have an option, so she found a nice little push shot. Here's Liz Cutlip. Going to get a chance to play the back row in this set again. Nice serve. Played by Olivet, except the second contact miscommunication. Luzelle backed up, ready to take the attack, but there wasn't a second contact nearby, so a point goes to Hope, 3-2. Cutlip this time sends it just a little long, 3-all.
It does seem like Hope serving is giving Olivet some problems every time they go in, but they've been very good at it. Every time it seems like it's going long, they let it go, and it's worked out so far.
Cutler to McKenna Otto on the outside, and the serve-receive rotation, and it is 4-3 Hope. Westra in for Cutler for the setter rotation. That's going to send Anna Grunwald to the back row to serve. She'll play all the way around, as she has done all along. And McKenna Otto with a single block in the 5-hole, and it's Hope up 5-3.
Watching Anna Grunwald serve is always fun because it always looks like her serve has a really good chance of being an ace because her serve is lethal, just like that.
It's a good example. Nice little free ball over, caused Hope a little trouble. Otto tried to get the slide, but it was blocked. Rose with a little roll shot. Nice play by Olivet. It's going to be sent over by Olivet. Here's Westra. Left hand by Thompson, played well by Olivet. There's a slide of Olivet by Olivet. That's played by Hope. They're going to go to the left side pin this time. And that is Dufour with a nice play. That one ricochets. The block ricochets off the antenna. Olivet picks up the point. It's 5-4.
One thing I love Olivet to do is go to the Dufour more. She's been very good at her attacks, and Lafleur and Lama has been the 2 main players for Olivet, so they should really try to find those 2.
Outside attack is played by Hope. They go again to Mia Parker for the same play, but the set went a little deeper this time. They couldn't get the connection. Point Hope, they lead 6-4. Rose Thompson will drop back to serve. back set goes to Lama. That one's played. Lama will take it again. This time a roll shot and a tip by Otto. 7-4 Hope. Not a lot of power there, but a lot of smart volleyball. Hope picks up the point. Thompson to serve again.
It's so fun watching McKenna Otto play because you watch her and she has a very powerful shot, but she also knows when to do more of these softer shots, and she can play the back row as well. McKenna Otto can do a lot of everything.
Like that slide that she loves so well on the back set by Westra. 8-4. A little power, a little finesse. 8-4. Thompson with a laser right over the net tape. And Lama with a nice play, but it's dug well by Hope. In the middle this time to Lama. And it's blocked by Westra, and Olivet can't track it down. 9-4 Hope.
Great idea there by Olivet, trying to go to Lama, but Westra just blocked Lama shot, and that really just threw off the Olivet Comets.
Thompson with another rocket serve. Lama's going to set it, let it go from about 9 feet off the net. Tip by Westra is played. Westra's going to set it this time, and it's going to go to Emily Laffner. And I think we had 4 contacts on that as it hit the net tape. And Olivet will get the ball back for its serve, and the libero Mullen will send her serve over. Back set goes to Otto on the slide, and it's 10-5.
Otto loves that slide shot. It's so fun watching Otto do it.
All right, we're going to have some subs for Hope. It's going to be Sasha Poland who's going to come in and serve for McKenna Otto and play across the back. And Charlotte Breck is going to come in for, I think, Cutlip. And with some substitutions, everyone's kind of looking around, making sure they're in the right spot. All the while, Anna Grunwald's going to, Sasha Poland's going to send a serve over, and it's going to land right in the middle of the court, and she picks up an ace, 11-5, while we're all trying to figure out where the lineup is. Great set by Sasha. Free ball over by Olivet. It's going to be Westra to Breck, off the block, point Hope, 13-5. Points coming in any number of fashions right now for the Dutch. Carrie Lahaki, the assistant coach, gives Poland the serve position that she should strive for. That is Morgan Dillon with a nice play, except that the ball goes a little deep, and Hope will pick up another point. 13-5. Here's Sasha Poland with the right-handed serve. Back row attack is going to go to the libero Mullen. Here's Laffner with a roll shot. It's played. They'll go middle to Dillon. Westra with the attack. Outside attack by Olivet's Parker. And Laffner with a nice shot, but it goes just wide. Great intensity on Laffner's approach, but cut it just a little wide down the line. 13-6. Olivet to serve. That is going to be Kennedy Blackburn to go back. And her serve goes a little deep. Heads up play by Maggie Weirmeyer. 14-6, Hope with the lead. Setter substitution. Cutler to go play the back row. It's Laffner and Breck and Grunwald across the front for the Dutch. There's a middle attempt by Morgan Dillon that hits the net tape, and it will be Hope's point. 15-6.
Another really good idea by Olivet, trying to get a quick hitter, but just doesn't work out.
And that one's going to go a little deep. As Cutler trying to paint the line. 15-7, Hope with the lead. DeFore back in. She will play the front. And Jill Ahrens will come out. And to serve is Mia Parker. senior DS from Plainwell, just down the road, M89. And there's a contact error by Olivet. That's going to make it 16-7. And Weirmeyer, the libero, will go back to serve. Carrie Lahaki, the assistant coach, out barking orders like it's the 5th set of the national championship. She's intense. She hasn't given up. And she's not taking anything for granted, and she's coaching her way through the whole match. Here's Dufour with a nice attempt from not the most optimal spot. And there's Rose Thompson, lets it fly from the outside. It was played by Parker, but too much on it as it caroms into the crowd. 17-7. Here's Weirmeyer. And here's a middle tip by Dillon, and she finds a spot. Nice, smart play. And she will be subbed out by Keeler, who will go back to serve and play her rotations in the back.
Yeah, really smart play right there, and it showed some emotion right there when she got the point.
Grunwald from the outside, blocked and retained by Olivet. They'll go to their outside hitter, Dufour, but it's sent back down by Thompson and Breck. And we've got Cutlip who will come in for Breck and play across the back. And she will serve, 18-8. And another substitution. It's going to be McKenna Otto coming back in the front. And Poland will come out. They'll go back set to Lucelle, and she finds a spot. Point goes to Olivet, 18-9. Lucelle will come out, and Madison Chubb will come in and play her back rows across the back, starting with her serve. Here's the sophomore from Hazlitt. Serves it to Grunwald. And Grunwald's going to get it back from the back row. Not the back row, but she came in from the serve-receive position, let it fly, and it's 19-9.
What a play by Grunwald.
Westra in, and Grunwald to serve. Chasing it down is Olivet. Sent over by Lama. Thompson from the outside, and it goes just deep. 19-10, excuse me.
Even though that shot was deep, one thing I want to point out is no matter which team Hope is playing, it seems like every team struggles with an Anna Grunwald serve, and her serve is so good. We've seen it repeatedly throughout the season, which is the reason why she leads Hope in aces. And what a play by Breck there.
There's the set attack by Tracy Westra, the left-handed setter. They are deadly for precisely that reason. Emily Laffner back into the game. Thompson heads back. It's 20-10. I think everyone has gotten a chance to get some points, get some rotations in for the Dutch tonight, which is awesome. And there is Audrey Lama, who sends it just a little wide. 21-10. Hope leads in set 3 and about to finish up their 7th victory of the season. Correct me, their 6th victory of the season. McKenna Otto, nice play by Olivet. Sent back on an attack, two-handed attack by Olivet. It's played by Hope. Another attack by Olivet is played. Another attack by Hope is played. And it's going to be Hope's turn. Westra to Otto. Olivet, this might be the best point of the night, Zach.
It definitely is the best point.
And Westra, with her wicked left hand, finds a way. Tracy Westra with the attack on the second contact, 22-10. Rose Thompson. Right side to Lama, and she finds a way. Nice spot. Right down the line. Threaded it between the blocker and the pin. It's 22-11.
Great play there by Lama to find the one opening in the Hope defense, and she converts it.
Drew Mullen with the serve. That's McKenna Otto. It's dug by Chubb, but it can't be tracked down. And it's 23-11, and we're going to get Sasha Poland in to serve for McKenna, and we're going to get Charlotte Breck in for Cutlip as we go front back on the middle position.
One thing I want to say before the match ends, and I want to give out a few shout-outs. Thank you to Matt for working in the back. He always makes us look so good and so professional. Thank you to Emma for her great work on the camera. Thank you for all the viewers tuning in to this great game. Thank you for all the fans in the crowd, including Caleb and Dominic, for showing up. And thank you to the two seniors on this whole team. You guys have done a lot for this program, so thank you for everything you've done.
Rose and Adair playing their last regular season match. I remember when my daughter did it like it was yesterday, but it wasn't yesterday. 24-11. This could be match point. It's Tracy Wester, but this time Olivet was ready. There's a little roll shot by Olivet. Grunwald wanted to finish with her back row attack, but she sent it a little long, 24-12. Lucelle will come back in for Olivet, as will Blackburn. And Blackburn will serve, go across the back. Actually, she's going to need to serve 14 of them, or we're going to be done. I guess 12 of them. And there's the first one. There's an ace, 24-13. I guess she needs to serve 11 more. 24-13.
Hey, that's a great start for the comeback.
That one goes a little long and a little wide, and that is match point. Hope College picks up set 3. They win this match 25-7, 25-12, 25-13. For all of the people Zach mentioned, we thank you very much. We appreciate your loyal viewership. Thank you to LVZ and everybody who makes this happen. We have had a blast. For Zach Thies, I'm Scott Vanderstoop. Go Hope.